Do you know how many different ways your donation to Oasis protects, serves, and grows young people? Although Oasis may be best known for its crisis services, Kanesha, a former Oasis youth, came to Oasis in pursuit of opportunities to serve her community. This is her story.
A sophomore at Pearl High School, they took a bunch of us and presented us different opportunities for youth to get more involved in the community. I filled out applications for each of the organizations, got interviewed for all of them, but none of them really spoke to me like Oasis. And I just remember going to that interview and being greeted with just fun and like, man, this is where I wanted to be.
Working with staff mentors, Kanesha quickly becomes a leader and finds that her voice has impact.
And we got this grant for Youth United. That's the program that I built with Brandon Hill. We were able to build it around nonviolence in the communities. We started doing just different community events. We did speaking engagements on how violence impacted young people and ways to eliminate the violence. And I was a part of that once we got the funding and then just trying to build it out. And then a part of the interviewing process of selecting young people to come and be a part of it.
Kanesha flourished. Her advocacy was powerful and affected change for others. Then, her life spiraled into trauma.
I was 17 years old, a really good kid, AB honor roll student. I grew up in a church. My dad was a single parent, but he didn't really have that knowledge of how to raise a kid, let alone a girl. I will say he did the best he could with what he had and what he knew. But when I hit 17, I became this rebellious kid to where, because he was strict. My daddy was a deacon in the church. Needless to say, I got in trouble. It went downhill from there. He ended up kicking me out at 17. He had put all of my stuff outside and told me I had an hour to come get all of my stuff. And I basically had to figure life out from there. So I've been an adult ever since then. I had to finish high school on my own, had to figure out a job, had to try to figure out college, all of those things.
From bringing help to others to needing it herself, Kanesha not only discovers the many services Oasis provides, but more importantly, she experiences the unwavering dedication and deep empathy of the staff.
So I started going through counseling with Casey Wood. She was my counselor. Her filling out that form so I can get the necessities that I needed. You know, how Cato opening up his office for me to come in and just cry, or for me to just vent, or for me to just tell him, I don't know where my next meal is going to come from, and him dropping everything and we're going to Sonic to get you a meal. Brandon for honestly just being a Black male and providing that safe space for me. He was like a big brother and he wouldn't judge me. I was able to just really just talk to him, just to know that they bent over backwards for little old me. And it wasn't just me, they did that for other young people. And so yeah, they were vital. They embody Oasis Center to me. So I'm sorry. I have not talked about this in, it's been
The Oasis staff never gave up, and neither did Kanesha. Though balancing survival and college was impossible, she remained determined. She had a vision and a plan.
Because you have to realize, like, I know what I'm up against, you know, but I want to be somebody in life. And so I know that that uphill battle is going to be 10 times harder for me. But if I create a plan and identify how I get to my end goal, that was my very first job, customer service representative. So I worked the front desk, checking patients in. The manager pulled me in her office and she was like, oh my gosh, you're excellent. I see potential. What you have, I cannot teach. I can teach anybody how to do the job. But that drive, that personality, We can't teach that, but we need that and we want that. He hired me, taught me how to do HR, and I worked my way up. I soon realized that this is what I want my career to be, from HR.
Kanesha cites the Oasis team with providing the stability, tools, and belief that she needed to thrive. And when faced with the opportunity to invest her own hard-won skills, Kanesha Harris chose to join that same team as the Human Resources Director.
So they did and said, hey, Oasis has an HR position open. I was like, how crazy would it be? You've been a young person there and you going back to lead their HR department. So here I am. And there are times where I'm just like, what in the world did I get myself into? It's an awesome feeling to be able to have this full circle moment of being a part of the organization that gave me life. And here I am supporting those same individual people that played a huge role in my life, you know. I've done a lot of things here. This place is awesome. It's a great place, so.
Kanesha thanks you, and Oasis thanks you for continuing to empower the Oasis effect.